Goroth's orcs are tired, very tired, as well as hungry, thirsty, and scared. These orcs are very new to being in fear. They are much more used to causing it. They do not like the feeling of fear at all. Magath asks, what Akalne Gomavo do? Nakramo Akalne Gomavo go. What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? Some of the orcs are on the verge of outright panic, except for Goroth. Goroth is much more contemplative than the orcs in his command. This is one of the reasons why he is a captain. He is fully aware that the lives of his men depend on him. Survive. Figure IJ wasn't of Roev Hayek Mukik Sarusi Lafave Ukwayev, Giako Pervev. Figure a way out of this mess Zeraman left us with, I hope. Goroth then continues, Gon Kuraus Avo Orvhankyik Nov Soljmir idea. Iavu probably, Nakramal av how Korugman a headam Avo Nexev. Maybe Kalne Said Kok av Arctic Mordor going back to Orthanc is not a very good idea. At this time, it's probably where those horsemen are heading to next. Maybe we should head towards Mordor. Magath and the others are fearful of the name Mordor. Even more fearful of Sauron. No Vavir, no, not there. Goroth asks, Nilo, Nakramola Lukik Avhiravo go well. Where else is there to go? Magath, still fearful, asks, what Egomavo do for Kiani? Nakaran Liwo Kalne Yukavasan warm. How will we stay warm? And what are going to do for food? The orcs are afraid, very afraid. Being in fear is renewed to them. They do not like being in fear any more than anyone else does. It is new to them. Goroth says, Giaku Kuk Kalne Liwo have Avo learn Nakaran. Kalne e Avo Yukurvive, I guess we will have to learn how to do these things if we are going to survive. About a day later, maybe a little less, they come upon a dilapidated old cabin with absolutely no signs of life either in or around it. No smoke is coming from its chimney, nor is there any light coming from the inside of the cabin. It looks to be a total wreck. Goroth orders his orcs to stay where they are and to stand guard while he goes to take a look inside the cabin. Inside, Goroth finds an old man lying on a bed, sleeping or dead, or so it seems. Goroth walks up to the bed, studying the old man, thinking dead. He then sees that the old man is breathing, barely, and then decides to try to wake him up. The old man, as he awakens quickly, and then asks with a surprisingly powerful voice, what? Shakes his head to clear it and says, who are you, and why are you here, inside of my cabin? Goroth is taken off guard by the old man's powerful voice, and has to think for a minute about what he is going to say to him as well as do. He knows he is going to need help with figuring out what his orcs are going to do in the future, thinking maybe this old human may be willing to help him. He then looks again at the old man, studying him with a practiced eye. Tor, the old man seems to be blind. Goroth thinks a minute and says to him in what to us would sound like a gravely voice, it is only me in the common tongue. Most orcs are fluent in the common tongue as well as their own black speech. The old man answers him, well then, come here and let me see you. With the voice of command, but it is framed as a question. There is much power in this old man's voice. Goroth does not know what to do. Eventually, he moves closer to the old man. The old man slowly sits up and gets out of his bed, and then reaches out to touch the face of this newcomer in his cabin. He reaches for the face of Goroth and reels back in utter shock. To Goroth he exclaims, You are an orc. Are you going to kill me and eat me? Sounding just a little afraid, a little not so. Goroth smiles at this thought, enjoying that the old man seems to be cowed, maybe even a little scared. But after thinking a minute, says, No, old man, I have no interest in eating you. There is not much meat on your bones, plus you are old, and that would make your meat tough and not really worth eating. I'm sorry, the idea of eating you, it's just not worth it to me. Old man, is there any food around here? Maybe some wood for the fireplace, please. And by the way, we could really use your help. We are in trouble and know it. They are cut off from Orthink, their home base without food, water, or direction. The old man points at the pantry where Goroth finds nuts, berries, mushrooms, and roots in abundance, but no meat. Further, the old man replies, there is wood for the fireplace in a pile right across from the cabin. And who is we? You're Notaloni. Goroth tells the old man, some of my orcs are caught outside in the cold and wind. They need to warm up. And then he asks if he may bring his orcs in from the cold. The old man agrees, seeing that in reality he seemingly has little or no choice. After all, he seems to be an old man, and this orc is heavily armed. Goroth calls to his orcs, who then carefully enters the cabin, looking for danger as they go. They are still very afraid. Fear is a very contagious thing. Magath says upon entering the cabin, Gurn, not least it's Jeshat of the aura. Mostly what a shithole. At least it's out of the wind, mostly though. Magath then asks Goroth, Arlak Galen, are you crazy? In Orcish, there is a human here. Goroth answers him, Zahuman feeble and vitter. Ta Kanar Damazishu, plus, Ta invited Lat Ulig Ishi Jashat of the Fatafig aura, this human is feeble and old. He cannot harm us, plus, he invited us all in out of the cold and wind to share the warmth of his cabin. Goroth answers, in the common tongue, he wants the old man to understand what he is saying. Magath addresses the old man, aren't you afraid of us? The old man answers Magath, of course I am afraid, but as your leader, Goroth has pointed out to me. I really do not have much of a choice in this matter, so I welcome you all to my home. I hope you enjoy your stay. Goroth orders some orcs to bring in firewood and gets the fireplace going. You have a really enormous pile of wood out there, old man. Where did it come from? Magath asks. Well, yes, I do. Well, you see, there is a village, maybe about a day's walk from here, maybe even a bit less if they are in a hurry. I help them with all of their medical needs. They in turn bring me food and firewood. It's a pretty good exchange for all. Goroth then asks the old man, you're a healer. Good. Some of my orcs have been hurt. Do you think you can try to help them? Please, old man. The old man tiredly says, that is what I do. I am a healer, of sorts. Bring your injured to me, and I will take a quick look, and see if there is anything that can be done to help your people. On my word as a healer, if it can be done, it will be done, whether you are orc, elf, dwarf, or human. It is part of my healer's oath. Magath asks, Yikiav Wiukavo Avrukav Hayakusi, are you sure it isn't wise to trust this human? In Orcish. Goroth, again, answers, in the common tongue, what choice do we really have? About as much as the old man has whether we stay here with him or not. Goroth then asks the old man, is there any large game around here? You know, large animals we can kill and eat. My men really do have to eat soon. And I don't want them thinking of you as food, and I really don't believe that you wish to be on our menu with a bit of levity. And besides that, we will go very quickly through whatever little bit of food that you happen to have here. There are 6 of us, plus you, after all. I also doubt that you wish us to raid the village you told us of. The old man replies, well, there are deer, wild boar, and mountain lions, and the occasional bear as far as large game goes in the area. Sometimes, the wild boar around here wake me up at night when they are rampaging through the area. Also, the mountain lions are large. dangerous and are constantly on the hunt for food themselves, so tell your orcs to be careful. Goroth orders Magath to take 2 of the other orcs and go hunting.